Shit, I'm the best thing on her. Shit, I am the shit.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they cautious, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that can end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up. If I let my dogs off the leash, they do my work to get out of Dodge on the east. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the east. I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a priest. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. It's 7 o'clock in the basement on a Friday. We're doing a special today. Reason why we're doing special because I have Lil Hink here, my son. And I don't know if y'all remember last year we did the same thing. We had like a one-on-one interview. Starting off his freshman season, his first year at IUS, and kind of trying to get a brief summary, pretty much how the season went. Not only just the season, but school period. Well, now we're in season 2, guy. And of course, unfortunately, the season didn't go the way it did. It's supposed to. We thought it should go last year, right? Because unfortunately, he got hurt in the first game. Damn it.
First game.
Yeah. First game. And it's crazy because the first game we play is the same team we got hurt by. But we're not going to put that out in the atmosphere because it's not going to happen again. We're going to get through that game with good health. And hopefully everybody comes out there healthy. And hopefully we get the same result with the win. That's the most important thing. But without further ado, I want you to introduce, for those who do not know, my son Lil Hink. Now his name is not really Lil Hink, but that's what we're going to call him for the day. Why? Because I'm Big Hink. And this is Lil Hink. Now, the guy has a lot of names I used to call. I used to call him light skin, big man.
Keep going.
There's a few names, Lil Hink. Everyone's like, he didn't like Lil Hink. He didn't like to be called Lil Hink. Why don't you like being called Lil Hink?
I don't know. I just, Trent was like this. I don't know. I just kept going by Trent.
But if somebody was on the outside of the scene, they say, Lil Hink, And he'd be like, he acknowledge it, but he's like, he don't prefer it. There's gonna be a time where he's gonna accept it. He just don't realize it just yet.
I don't know yet.
But I was talking to him earlier before the show, and one thing he was talking about how they get ready for the season. Got a whole lot going. Guys, I know it's a little darker than normal here. He wanted this. This is what he wanted. This is what he wanted. He wanted the because I guess you can see my sign a little bit better when this lights out. So we got a few lights back here. But this, he likes this set. He wanted this. So if y'all mad at it, you blame it on my son. It's his fault. It's so dark.
Perfect.
It's his fault. It's dark. He says it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Oh man. And then you got haters. I got a hater. He's a Raven fan. We're not gonna hold that against him.
What's up to everybody in the chat, man? I seen it.
Yeah, he can see it. He said this is a light skin channel.
Light skin on.
Look, we are proud light skins, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't hate us because we are light skinned. That's the way the Lord blessed us. Wait a damn minute. You had to produce another light skinned man. Damn, Hink. Yes, I did. My light skins. He said, all I know is Chucky's moving. My son's not a big fan of Chucky, but he likes Chucky. He liked the thing. He's just not a fan of it. Why is you a fan of it? Why you, like last time I said, I want you to display something, and you was like, you was hesitant with the Chucky.
Come on now. Wait, what's he doing? What's he doing? All right, now, okay. He's trying. Okay. Ain't nobody scared of that, man.
But no, on a serious note, let me say this. As far as this season, I know when we talked earlier, you was talking about y'all had a meeting, y'all Title IX meeting. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, it's just something that needs to be touched on, early to people our age, because it's important to know different perspectives, in people's comfort zones. So they was really talking to us about, really, it's two sides of Title IX. It's really sexual conduct, and then there's an equality side of Title IX. And today, the dude gave us, well, his name is Mr. Wilkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he teaches at IUS. He was just giving us a brief description about the equality side and how they want everything equal for both genders. If you got a men's facility and it's looking real nice, then other people is gonna think, does the women have a nice facility? So just keeping that comprehension through the equality, I guess. I mean, it's simple, really.
Yeah.
It just needed to be touched on.
I know a couple years back, and I don't know if you remember, where the NCAA doing a tournament, how the men's had a real nice practice facility, they weights and all that stuff. But the girls, unfortunately, they didn't have the same option. And so that was an issue. And so I know like the following tournament, like last year's tournament, they really made sure that was a thing and make sure the women had just as nice as if, equipment, workout, opportunities to use the practice facilities in whatever stadium or forum that they got to use it. So yeah, I know the big thing about Title IX, that they really pushing it, and for good reasons, because that not only protects the young ladies that play the sports, but it also protects a young man such as yourself. Like you said, they talk about the conduct. I told my son, I said, look, I know things gonna happen. There's nothing, nowhere around it, right? I tell him he's got to protect himself. If a young lady says no, get the hell out of there. Don't try to pursue it. Don't try to persuade her, beg her. At the end of the day, it's not working. I told him go home, take a cold shower if you just have it. If you ain't got a rubber, What did I tell you? Just take the loss that night. You just don't get none that night. Another thing I told him, don't accept a rubber from a girl. We don't do that. We don't know her agenda. We don't know what her purpose is of you offering her. No. Either you bring your own or you don't do it. It's going to happen. Guys, I know y'all think y'all kids are going to be virgins all the way up to they're married. That's not going to be the case. It's going to happen. Temptation's going to be out there. Opportunity's going to be out there. You got to make sure that you protect your kids and let them know the consequence of their actions. He knows. You have sex, you could have a baby. Every time you have intimacy, you take a chance on getting a girl pregnant. So make sure you do everything within your power to cover up. But the most important thing is protecting yourself. Don't put yourself in certain situations. I told my son, leave that door open. If you think the situation's a little iffy, leave the door open. Don't close it, because you don't want no situation where Trent Lil Hink trying to do something to me. Bullshit. Everybody within earshot could hear. Why I left the door open? Because I don't want nothing happening. Now, if it's about to go down, of course, close your door. We know what you do. But for some reason, it gets kind of questionable. Leave that door open and protect yourself. If you feel uneasy about the situation, get up out of there. And if you with your teammates, encourage them to come on. Let's go too, man. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? These are little things that he has to worry about. These little things your college kids going to have to worry about. It don't even have to be college, high school age kids. College kids. They have to worry about these things. What my man said, Whoa, Mac, where you been at, big brother? He said, the modern era, we have to live in social media presents to make another stream to revenue. A great option, trainer, sports, breakdowns, and teaching. Do you have a lane you think you know well, Junior? Well, he don't like to be called Junior because he's not a junior.
Yeah, but I don't mind it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we understand what you're... So, as far as what he's talking about, another lane, you know what he means when he say that?
Another lane.
Yeah. So, I know one thing what me and his mom tried to do at one time, but he turned it down. He didn't want to do it. Was trying to get him to train kids. Now, he's great with kids. He loves kids. But when you make it seem like it's a job, he don't want to do it. Why?
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah, they want to know. I won't know. I know, but they want to know.
I don't think it should be a job.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They innocent. They shouldn't know it already.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not looking for nothing like money wise out of it and just relationship out of it, you know what I mean? So, we all grow, and I've been through it before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't look for no profit out of training. You know what I mean? Because it shouldn't allow that.
Well, dog, you realize between me and your mother, we pay for training for you, right? I mean, shit.
I mean, that's the people that charge.
They didn't have that same mindset.
Yeah.
I wish they did, but they didn't. So we had to cash app them, peel, cash, write checks. Well, I don't know. We didn't write them a check, but you know what I mean. We had to pay the people to do what they did. I don't. Like I said, I wish he would have did it. He just didn't want to. When it made it like it was a job, it just was. But if you had a group of kids around and he'd see them, he would go and help them. He'll play with them. He'll interact with them. He'll show them some things. That's just what he do. He loved the kids. So when he told me at one time he wanted to be a coach, now that his career always changing. I don't know what his career. Tomorrow his career could be something totally different. But at one time he told me he wanted to be a coach. And I told him, I said, I can see that. The reason why I can see it because your experience, because how well you communicate with kids and work with kids and you're patient with them. And a lot of kids, that's what they need. Now, of course, you're going to have to, you might have to shake a kid up, get in their face a little bit and raise your voice. You're going to have a few kids like that. He's seen them. He had a few teammates that that needed that harsh, tough love. You know what I'm saying? And so he dealt with them. You know what I'm saying? He had to intervene sometime when coach's voice got a little stale. Who they gonna go to? They gonna go to their captain. They gonna go to their leader. But he can do it. I watched him. I sit back and just watch him. And sometimes he just didn't realize what he was doing. I mean, we tell him he didn't see it like that. He seen it as something different. He just said, I just see it as me helping my teammates. No, dog, you was coaching them. And that's what you should be. So I think now he's starting to take on that role more. But look, I'm not gonna keep talking. I'm gonna let him talk. I know y'all probably tired of him, my goddamn voice. So I'll let him speak. So practices. How's practice been going for you?
Practices has been lessons. It's really been lessons because we got a new crew.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bunch of new people. So them just getting used to the grind that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our coach being Wiley Brown, it's like you got to get adjusted before you step foot in the door. So, and it's really, they've been lessons because, you know, you gonna fail in practice,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we just been holding our head high, to be honest, with whatever is in front of us, and we are ready and prepared just for not only the regular season, but like the playoffs. So we gotta get mentally ready for that, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm telling you, it's a lot because there is other people out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we gotta get out of our shoes for a moment
Mm-hmm.
as competitors and you know, kind of drift in somebody else's lane, like how are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll push you to go farther. You know what I mean? Competition, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It builds fire that can't be put out. You know what I mean? So we really getting the chemistry, you know, on and off the court. Off the court, we're gonna get the chemistry no matter what. But on the court, you know, just learning tactics and personnel and putting each other in the right position. You know what I mean? Don't let them have to dig out of their hole. You know what I mean? Just to shine.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little sight that's been in my mind. It's like, how can we help the next person so much that they don't even have to, you know what I mean, give 100%. But we all give it 100%.
Yeah.
Which makes a fist. Right? So, I mean.
That fist thing, that sounds familiar, don't it?
I mean, what you trying to do? What's he trying to do? I tried to tell him.
Oh, shit. So when he's talking about this fist, I used to tell him this when he was in high school. When you have an open hand, it's not as strong as a closed fist. You can hurt somebody with open hand with a slap. But when you, as your 5 players on the court that come together, y'all a lot more stronger than an open hand. Because y'all playing separately as individuals with an open hand. But as a fist, you can cause damage. And so that's the analogy he's using, he's talking about. So I got to kind of explain to him because when you say fist, I know what you mean. They don't have no idea because that analogy, he's talking about what I was telling him when he was a little bit younger. So that's where that fist thing he's talking about. So just trying to explain to him. They need to know. Yeah, they don't know. I mean, now they know. But if I didn't explain to them, then they just like, what is he talking about a fist? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of break it down to them a little bit more in detail. But let me ask you this. Unfortunately, you only got to play 6 seasons last year due to your injury because you got red shirt, right?
6 games.
6 games. You're right. 6 games. My bad. So you got to play in 6 games. How did you feel that first game back off your injury? What was your mindset? What was going through your head?
Was it a home game?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was a home game, and we had a tough matchup. But I wasn't supposed to play. You know what I mean? I was just a backup. I would say like that. You know, if you need me, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I got in, No, before that, he gave me the news like, "Hey, you might get in this game. Just be ready." Off the bat, my heart dropped to my stomach. I was nervous. You know what I mean? Because hearing that, it just it brings toughness out of that sentence. Hey, because I was out for a long time. I was out for about 3 months.
Yeah.
I took 2 months without, jogging, even getting a jog or cut or turn. So mentally, I was down, but I always knew there was light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what gave me a little more comprehension when he said that, because I knew he was going to use me that game. But now, I mean, when I got in the game, I just wanted to play hard. I just wanted to play so hard. I couldn't wait for a 50-50 ball. I couldn't wait because I knew I was going to go get it. Because I wanted to feel, you know what I mean? I wanted to feel that bump again. You know what I mean? And being away from that, it's like, it's just a turn.
So in that game, you play like ass.
Yeah. Hold on now. I was on the boards.
He played like ass. Now, his mama thought he did all right.
Yeah.
He looked at me. He said, I already know. I didn't play well. I said, no, you look like shit out there.
Yeah. I got in.
Got it, turned the ball over.
Yeah.
And
got backdoored.
Yeah.
I was yelling on defense.
He fell down.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, he looked like he just learned how to play basketball. It was rough. It was rough. And so the next game was a away game. I didn't know if I was going to go because it was probably about a 2-hour drive for me from where I was. And I'm thinking to myself, man, he played like ass. And I don't know if the coach going to put me in on the road because he looked bad. It was bad. It was rough. He knows it was rough. I ain't got to tell him. He knows it was rough. He said it. He said, Daddy, I know I play ass. I said, no, you play like ass. But you know how moms are. No, my baby. Bullshit. I know. He knows. He knew the truth, and he felt he didn't play up to his standards. He knew he didn't. And so I appreciate that. He was honest with himself. I ain't got to say no more. I ain't got to say a damn word. He was honest with it. He knew. But nonetheless, I sit there and said, should I even go to this game? It's 2 hours away. But me and my fiance, we said, we're going to make the road trip. She said, I want to go see him play. I never seen him play. I said, okay, let's go. We got on the road. I think while I was up there was a toy store, a collectible store up there. So I went there. I said, well, if you don't play, at least I came out with something. I went up there to the collectible store. It's kind of rough because they play like an hour. So got kind of late, ran into traffic. So I got behind when I was up there because I was planning on getting there 2 hours early. I only got there about an hour early. So I ran to the collectible store, found a few good, nice things I may add. But nonetheless, we made it to the game. Game was probably about 5 minutes from the collectible store, so it wasn't no big deal. Made it to the game, made sure he knew he was in the house. We was there to support him. And how do you think he felt how do you think he played the second game? I'm going to let you describe.
Second game.
Yes.
I had to get back. I had to show something.
Okay, that makes sense.
I had to prove something that game.
Yeah.
Because so when you're a red shirt and you get to, build back up and be healthy again, you know what I mean? But not on paper, you don't feel healthy. You got 6 games. Now, your coach can pick you. He can put you in, or he may not. He may just save you. But for that personnel that we had and that type of team, we needed another guard. So I just happened to be another guard that was on the bench ready to go. And yeah, that game was rocky because it was an environment too. You know what I mean?
It was senior night for
senior night. You know what I mean? So they got a ton of adrenaline built up. And so did these fans. All right, so I I felt like I zoned. I felt like I couldn't hear the crowd though, because I was on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was trying to prove that I want toughness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Over talent. I'm gonna say that because you can get a lot farther with toughness than talent,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what happened in the game. I mean, I got a steal, I got an assist, I got a 3. You know what I mean? I couldn't ask for better.
You had about 5 points. He scored about 5 points. Played good defense. Reaped a lot of havoc. You know what I'm saying? So it was worth the 2-hour drive.
Changed the momentum of the game.
Yes,
Put it like that.
for sure. You know, he played tough. He did what he had to do, and I was happy for him. And when I seen that, I was in that game watching that game. Okay, that's Lil Hink I know right there. That right there, I know who that guy is. That first game, I don't know who that dude was. That wasn't my son. That's not how I know him to play. But that second game, he played defense. He created turnovers. He scored like 5 points. Like you said, he got a few assists in him. You sacrifice your body, even though you just came off an injury. You would still say, "The hell with that! I'm putting my nose in there, and I'm taking the bumps. I'm taking the hits. I'm delivering punishment. You know what I'm saying? I'm a receiver, but I'm also going to give it." And I was happy for him. I was happy for him. So that game, you know, I'm like, okay, right there, you could build off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He realized the first game, but I just think his first game, just nervous, being back out there, being back in the spotlight,
getting some time.
Yeah, getting playing time. He played enough minutes for at least a first half. Mm-hmm. That's the amount of minutes he played that game. I was like, oh shit, he played a lot of minutes. I didn't realize he played that much. Yeah, I was surprised as so. And so, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, unfortunately, you only get 6 games, and he already played one already. Even though he got hurt in that first game, there's still game count. Mm-hmm. So he had 5 games to play. So he had the opportunity to play in 5 games, and then, you know, of course, they had to shut it down because they want to keep his red shirt to make sure going into this season he still has 4 years of eligibility, mm-hmm. and that's what he has. But somebody sent the question. Let me post this up. He said, "Look, dog Hink. Who is someone that you pattern your game after?"
That's a good one. Man, that's a good one. Who did I say last time? I said Tyus Jones brothers. You know what I mean? I said them last time. I feel like I done had a transition. So into a I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna just say that. I feel like a CP3. I feel like a Rondo.
Without the drama. You won't be CP3 without the drama. You don't want that bullshit drama CP, Chris Paul be bringing.
Hold on, he was a warrior.
Yeah, but he's an asshole too.
I think so.
Yeah, hell yeah. The dude was an asshole.
You gotta ask his teammates that. Yeah, you gotta ask his teammates. Yeah. Without the drama though. But I feel like a Rondo. And I'm saying from vocal mm-hmm. aspect, and then just the point guard spot, you know what I mean, facilitating, you know what I mean, and then getting the buckets within the game. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be forcing anything, you know what I mean, because I feel like a lot of pressure would be on me, mm-hmm. unnecessary pressure. So I just feel like you know, those guards who take their time. I'm trying to think who else. A little mix of Rondo, CP3. I say Steph, because I'm able to get a pull-up going. Mm-hmm. I'm able to get an off the dribble pull-up going, mm-hmm. 3 and midi. Mm-hmm. And I can move off the ball. Mm-hmm. I can go to the 2. You know what I mean? I can do off ball running. It ain't no problem. So, yeah, I've been watching a little Steph and how he moves and how he uses less moves and more spacing. You know what I mean? Instead of a Kyrie who needs less space, you know what I mean, with more creativity. But I got that Kyrie now. I ain't going to say nothing. And it's just the point guard spot. You know what I mean? Think of all the juggernauts that you could think of. I got a mix of it. I tried to. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of them. I watch them all from the list down.
Even some of the old schools.
Oh yeah, I watched the full game too. I watched the full game because that matters. That
He
matters.
used to just watch highlights, but now that he got in college, it's changed because it's all about film study.
Learning.
Film study is very important, and I try to tell them this in high school. You got to know how to watch film. There's a way you watch film. It's just not just watching a game and just watch to be watching a game. It's studying. It's paying attention to little details, finding your opponents and finding their weaknesses and their strength, and playing to their weakness, forcing them to do their weakness even when they don't want to. That's all about that film study. So the film study I do with football is way different from basketball. But it's still what you need to be paying attention to. And that's the little thing, the details. He kind of leans when he's telling what direction the running back's going to or what the receiver's about to do. If the receiver's about to catch, I could tell by the way his stance is. Well, in basketball, it's a little bit different. He sees something different about look, he can't, his left hand's weak. Oh, guess where I'm going to play him to? I'm going to make him go left. And if you're going to beat me, you got to beat me going left. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that he has to see and pay attention to. Him as a point guard, he has to know everybody where everybody's going to be at on the floor, where they're supposed to be at. So if that something breaks down, he could critique and give them the message, hey, dude, you're supposed to go there, not over there. What are you doing? Now, of course, you don't have to be demonstrative when he does it. You know, he could say it in a way, depending on the child. I'll say the child because they're young. Depending on his teammates. You know, some teammates, like I said, he gonna have to get in their face, grab his shirt. What the hell are you doing, dog? Come on, man. Or some of them you can just say, hey, calm down. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get it back. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. He knows how he got to adjust with certain guys compared to the other guy, compared to one guy who doesn't like to be yelled at, but you still have to be stern with him. Or for the guys who needs to be yelled at in order to get their point across, because you can't go soft with him because he still may take offense. He understands all that. Why? He had to deal with it in high school. So when he got to college, it's no big deal. Simple transition, just on a higher level.
Yeah, and I feel like you gotta pay attention to the mood of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the tempo of the game. But tempo and mood is two different things. You know, you can read a five that's out there. You know what I mean? You can read how far they can go. And once you sense how far they can go, it's like it's just where you put your foot on their neck. You know what I mean? So dissecting to that little small detail, you know what I mean? It matters and it flows through the game quickly. And that's why I try to tell some peers, you know what I mean, be the one who sets the tone. You know what I mean? Set your own tone. If you're not living up, if your tone is not where, you know what I mean, the bar is at or higher, that means you're not giving it up. And you know that inside. You know what I mean? It always is inside. You gotta be honest.
So let me ask you this. This coming season, right? You've been practicing, y'all been working out, y'all been lifting, you've been going all summer, you know what I'm saying, doing what you got to do. And on the 31st, first game of the season, how you feeling about that? Are you nervous? Are you excited? What's your
first game? It's gonna be a battle. I'm gonna tell you that it's gonna be a battle because Simmons, they're not gonna let you. They're not gonna let you get comfortable. You know what I mean? They're gonna attack. They're not gonna play on their heels. You know what I mean? So we gotta be smart. And we should already be tough. Should already have that mean mentality. You know what I mean? So just preparation, knowing how big of a deal it is. You know what I mean? This is a big deal. You have a name. You know what I mean? That carries. So what are you gonna do with your opportunity?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm basically looking at it as the first game. What are you gonna do with your opportunity? Because everybody starts a fresh start. Everybody starts a team. No excuses. Excuses is wasting time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Making excuses is pushing your time back of you thinking of the greater you.
Mhm.
You just wasting more time and you waiting. And now once you get past those excuses, now you want to think about your future and how you gonna go about that lesson. You know what I mean? When you
Mhm.
kill that excuse, you start to get to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's that preparation.
Mhm. So this all season, how what did you do to prepare yourself for this season, this up and coming season? What was Lil Hink's methods of getting ready for the season?
My method, I just been challenging myself. I just been talking to myself like, man, you ain't gonna do it, man. You ain't gonna get through this day, man. You ain't gonna do all that. You know what I mean? It's nice to have that friendly fire.
So you psyching yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then once you get into it, whatever you are, you know, what I mean, complaining about,
Mhm.
or complaining. Once you in it, you realize like, yeah, this ain't nothing. I can honestly give more,
Mhm.
right? So, and then when it's all said and done, that's when you review how you did, and then you come to a checkmate, and you like, did I do this today? I didn't do that today. Did I do this today? Oh yeah, I did that today. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's simple. It's simple. It's so broad. You can use anything. But I use it. I use my motivations for. I just have my head down. Head down. You know what I mean?
Mhm. So during the off season, you got to hang out with some teammates, right? And one of the things I always told you is what you got to diversify your friends, right?
Yeah.
And you're not always gonna hang out with your black friends all the time, all your family. And you know you got other teammates, man. You get to know and learn about. And so, Big Man went camping not too long ago,
Went kayaking too, fishing.
kayaking and fishing.
It was an outdoor day. Put it like that.
So let me tell y'all about the last time when Lil Hink and I went.
Listen. Okay, tell me.
When me and him went camping. It didn't go too well for him because he was scared of the fish. So when the fish was caught, he was scared to take it off the hook. Now, fortunate enough, I'm not going to embarrass him and bring up the video.
No. Don't do it.
We not gonna bring the video.
Drop that another day. Y'all see it another day.
We not gonna bring the video. No, I ain't got it. I don't have it. I'm just playing. We not gonna bring the video of Lil Hink's conquest on taking the hook out of the fish's mouth. We're not gonna show it. We're not gonna show that. We're not gonna embarrass my boy. We're not gonna do that.
It might have been too early.
But he didn't want to take the fish off the hook.
Might have been too early.
That fish was whooping his ass. That fish was whooping his ass, and he didn't want to deal with the fish. But somehow, some way, the fish got in the basket, and we was able to move on.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, the fish got in the basket. But when we went camping, of course we had a tent. We set the tent up. We had the air mattress. It was fun. We had a good time. Do you think we had a good time? It was fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely different. You know what I'm saying? So it was his first time going camping. He liked it.
Loved it.
I didn't know if he was going to do it again. I thought the fish might have traumatized him, but I guess not. Because lo and behold, he told me he's going camping with him and a couple of his teammates.
Yeah.
I said, oh. He said, then we're going kayaking too. I said, oh. I said, do me a favor. I said, just text me the location so at least I know where my boy is when you get there. So he texted me the location. I'm like, this dude here.
I had to hurry up. I was on 4%.
So you had no juice. Why didn't you charge your damn phone up, man, before you went out there?
It was electric bucks out there.
Oh God. So y'all did some y'all cheating on y'all camping.
No, I didn't touch my phone now.
Y'all didn't do the rough. Y'all didn't rough it for real. It wasn't roughing it like we was roughing it.
Oh, I would have let it die. If I ain't see an electric box now, you know what I mean?
I know. So how the kayak? I never done that before. So you got to tell us about this kayak. How did it go?
Yeah, no, it's just kayaking. It feels like a workout to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we went to a lake. You know what I mean? Kayaking, get in the boat. You know what I mean? Kayaking, move through the water. The water wasn't that strong though, so yeah. Went out there fishing too. You know what I mean? Had my fishing rod. We was ready to go. Early too. Early now. Woke up at 5:30. Went over about 6:15. Yeah. We was out there. We ain't catch no fish. We was just out there sailing.
But sometimes it's not even about catching the fish, right?
Yeah,
sometimes just being out there with your buddies, you know what I'm saying? Y'all out there talking shit, having a good time, giving each other a hard time about practice or school, or whose girlfriend looks ugly, who doesn't, who got a girlfriend, who don't. And just, just having a good time, man, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Doing something different. Because it's sometimes being out there looking at that water is calm. It calms your spirit, right? It makes you feel at ease.
Yep.
You don't even care if you catch anything. Mm-hmm. You just be out there, man, just relaxing. It's peaceful. You turn off your electronics. You get away from the social media. You know what I'm saying? And just relaxing, man. Y'all only entertainment is each other. We talking and trying to catch fish, and we ain't catching shit.
Yeah. Also, being out there too is like an inner meditation. You know what I mean? You in your mind a lot when you out there, because it's outdoors.
Yeah.
And then the universe will connect with you when you're outdoors. You connect with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really broad.
So it's. I told him, like I said, when you go to school, when you go to college, you're going to get to be around different people. Now, if you go to a HBCU, that's different. Of course, you're going to be around a lot more black people. I didn't go to HBCU. He's not going to HBCU. And so now you get to, mingle and talk to and engage and hang out, to be different type of people. And I told him, I said, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You don't just want to hang around people that just look like you all the time. Because when you get into the workforce or when you get into the earth, you're not going to be just dealing with just your people all the time. You're going to deal with other people. So you got to know how to interact with them. You got to know how to speak the language. You got to know how to engage code switches, some people like to call it. You got to know how to interact with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing about it, having a diverse group of friends. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
To have that and get that opportunity to do that. And look, they're introducing you to their world, and you introducing them to your world. So now they have a better understanding of you, because, man, as a young black man, they may not have a lot of black friends. And you may be the only one, but that's okay. They're able to look like the stereotype. Well, all blacks are not the same. Not all blacks are about negativity. They're not about gangs and doing silly shit and ratchet shit. There are some good black people, just like there's some good white people out there. Not all white people are the same.
Well, that shouldn't be on a person's mind anyway.
No, it shouldn't. But unfortunately, that's people. Yeah, some people stereotype. That's just what it is. No, you're right. You're exactly right. It shouldn't be on people's mind. That shouldn't be. But some people have that mindset. It's bad. It's not good. It's not okay. It's not cool. But some people like it. You know what I'm saying? So you enjoyed the fishing and the kayaking and going camping and all that good stuff. It was something different. Plus, it got you away from basketball, thinking about basketball for that brief moment, and gave you the opportunity, of building your friendship, your relationship with your teammates. You know what I'm saying? Doing something different other than basketball, right? Because we know for the next 3 to 4 months, it's gonna be basketball. But sometimes you gotta do things outside of that.
Find some peace.
Yeah. I mean, so let me ask you this: what are some things that you like to do outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball,
what's some of the fun things that you like to do?
I'm a ball of clay, but if I had to say, probably. I would say learning like how to cook.
Guys, it's breaking news, guys. This dude wants to learn how to cook. Now,
breaking news.
Shit, yeah, because you would not want to cook. I'll be like, hey, don't. You need to learn how to cook. Eating out all the time ain't gonna cut it. And then what you gonna do with your wife and you ain't got a wife yet, or a girlfriend, and you got to cook for yourself, right? You ain't gonna be eating out all the time. You ain't got money like that, do you? If you do, I don't know. I need to know because I'm sending you $20 in gas every damn week. I'm trying to figure out if you got money like that. I need to know.
Hey man,
this dude hits me up every week. Daddy, I need some gas. I got a quarter of time. I think he just copy and paste the same shit all the time. I think that's what he's doing to me.
Nah, I type it out.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, copy and paste it.
I appreciate that. I heard him. He says he types it out
every time.
My man Ray Midnight, he says, salute Big Hink and Lil Hink. Right on, Ray. Right on. But you like to cook. Learning to cook.
Yeah, just learning.
So for Christmas, do I need to get you a cookbook?
No, not no cookbook. Wait, I wouldn't mind it though. Cause why not? I mean, it's still stuff in there.
That's right. That's right.
Like, but learning, I like to learn new stuff. I like to sit in my head. You know what I mean? Think about my future a little bit, and then that's it. I like to sit in my head. It doesn't matter where I'm at. You know what I mean?
When you say sit in your head, explain that to the people.
You know, really just having a chat with myself. Back-to-back dialogue of like what I need to get better on as a person, as somebody who is dependent on. What else do I need? That's what I've been thinking. And yeah, what else do I need and what else do I need to do? You know what I mean? So, because your mind and your heart is connected. They know what you need and what you want. And there's no time on that. There's no time limit on being connected with your mind. Find some peace. You don't have to sit in crisscross applesauce and hum all day to find some peace. I mean, just stop for a second. Nothing gets overwhelming to the point where you just gotta complain because you're breathing and you're able to think. So, yeah, stay in my head because that's a chore. To be honest, feels like a chore and it's a job. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. Just a few more questions. Let me ask you this. Expectations for the 2024-2025 season. What are your expectations for this year? What is your team goals and what are your individual goals?
Yeah.
So let's go with the team goals first.
Right. So I want everybody to be able to score and be a good teammate. I want everybody to build that trust within themselves as a whole. And I want everybody to build trust within themselves individually. Because once they bring it from individually, then it'll come to the pack. You know what I mean? That's when it absorbs. So my expectations is like to focus on winning, but be prepared to fail. be ready to fail. If you have a perfect season, you have a perfect season. Now you have to get ready for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So it's only so much a regular season can do. Right? So my expectations is everybody builds trust individually. And confidence. Confidence comes with trust. You know what I mean? You trust yourself, you're going to do it. And that's what confidence is. It's just an extra boost. You know what I mean? Mentally, I want everybody mental. I want everybody to know that this game is 90-10. 90% mental, 10% physical. It can get 80-20, but it's 90-10. It's 90-10.
So as an individual, what goals do you have for yourself as an individual now?
I wanna be recognized and remembered. You know, I'm in a whole new state now, and not even just the state. I'm in the world. I'm in the world now. You know what I mean? I want my name to be remembered, and I want my name to flow like in a good conversation. And we talking about like people who's on top without titles. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
Being it's just a role model. I want to be set as a role model. You need something to show or being demonstrated to. I want to be an option. I'm like, who? This guy Trent. Somebody watching. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want that to flow in the air, though.
So you want to be recognized as a leader on the team?
As a leader. As a leader. As a good listener. And ambitious. I would say them as 3 traits. But you got to listen before you talk.
This is true.
So
this is true.
I mean, those 3 traits: leader, a strong leader. Yeah. Strong leader. What else you say?
What else? Who's that?
You.
Oh, no. You know, I'm not gonna name on you. You already know.
We already said the 3 traits.
I talked to you about them.
Yeah.
We you know.
Good listener.
Yeah.
Strong leader.
These are things I've been talking to you ever since you was little. So let me ask you this. What was
laughing before the question?
Yeah, dog. It's crazy. So do you remember those times when we be leaving, going from an AAU basketball tournament? How I used to get on your ass and I was hard on you. During that time, how did those make you feel when I was getting on you? What was going through your head? Like, this Negro here.
I was blocking myself. I was blocking myself from the message. You know what I mean? And I was thinking it was a punishment on why I'm receiving so much pressure. And not realizing that this is what I need. You know what I mean? To flourish. I needed to hear that. If I didn't hear it, then the same straight line will be going. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like looking back. So you ever like think back like, okay, that's why my dad, that's why my mom, that's why my coach was saying these things to me, sharing these things with me, on me so tough about certain things because they were seeing certain things in my character that need to be worked on. I need to be talked about. I need to be brought to your attention.
Early.
Yes.
Early.
So it wasn't that we were just being mean to Lil Hink. It wasn't that we are supposedly didn't like you or don't love you, as we heard a time or two. It's that we want what's best for you. at the end of the day, me and your mother. Your family are always going to want what's best. We want to see you strive. We want to see you be great. We don't want to just see you be mediocre or just like a sheep. No, we want to see you stand out because you have that in you. That leadership is, you was born with that. You was blessed with that. It's in you. But sometimes it got to be brought out of you. And if that means like a blacksmith, saying we have to create that, then we need to create the environment in order for you to show it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in high school, you definitely make sure you showed it in your moments of doing it. But I seen you as out of college that you showing more. I seen it during summertime. I remember you would be talking to grown men. So like not this passage, but before he played in the run league, and so when he played in the run league, he was only 17 at the time. He didn't turn 18 until the 12th of July. But when he started, we had to sign a waiver saying he's going to be cleared to play as underage because he wasn't 18 as yet. Yeah. But he was playing with grown men, and he would, what's up, Kasim? He would get in the games, and he would have to bark at grown men. So, as a 17-year-old kid talking to 24, 25, 30-year-old men, it's not easy. You the youngest man in the building, and you all of a sudden have to conduct yourself as a leader over these guys because you're playing the point guard position. He knows the point guard is the lead.
I had to take control.
Yeah. I mean, that is what it was. But I watched him do it and didn't matter. Guys who used to play college and pro, he's still talking to them, coaching them up, barking at them. I mean barking at them. When I say barking, he's loud and boisterous, but he knows his limits. He knows if this dude want to get a hold of me, he can ragdoll my ass. But at the same time, I have to say it. And I teach them all the time, don't be scared to let it be known. I don't care if they're a senior in college or they are redshirt freshman like you. Doesn't matter. You're the coach on the floor. And if it got to be said, it's got to be said. So. Go to hell. But playing against them as a young man, what was it like 17 going on 18 playing against the old heads? Well, we consider old heads. I mean, they really weren't old heads, but they was older than you. They was some of them 8 to 10 years older than you. What was that like for you?
I feel like I was being pushed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it felt like I was being pushed, and I was already looking towards that. So it was really like second nature. Mm-hmm. This is what I want. It's the type of tempo and pace and toughness of the game that I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Or that I'm looking for now that I was 17, that I was looking for. And I just clinched on to it, and I went farther.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With my standards, I went farther. Mm-hmm. And I just succeeded. You know what I mean? That's really it, though.
So, your old high school coach came to IUS the other day. You got to see him.
Yeah, he came through.
How was that?
It was nice. Coach Britt, you know what I mean? It's my guy. He knows that he is a role model. Mm-hmm. That's a prime example. I tell him he's a prime example too, because he's looking for the next step. Mm-hmm. He's looking for the next step in another individual's life too. Mm-hmm. Enough for him to come back and see how I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. You know what I mean? It's much love to Coach Britt. You know what I mean? It's my guy. Yeah, right now. He told me he was gonna come down. He said, "What time is your practice?" I told him, I think it was 3 to 6. Yeah, 3 to 6. Came through after we lifted. You know, we watched his practice. Talked to him after. Just a little reunion. It's my guy. He pushed me though. You know what I mean? He broke me down to build me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He saw that I needed to be pushed mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So he just took on to me and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna build with him."
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the rest is history, really.
There was a time when Trent called me and talking about he's ready to quit basketball. While he was in high school. Because Coach Brent was hard on him.
When was this? I think this was sophomore year.
No, I think it was a freshman. It was a freshman or
Nah,
something.
I went for I couldn't have said I won't quit freshman year. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
He was the only one.
yeah, if you want to quit, you can quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, my sophomore year, I just felt like I didn't know it was just gonna keep on going. Like he's just gonna keep on bashing me. You know what I mean? So all those messages they stick. And then he replayed. And now that I see what he's talking about through the college level, I'm thanking him. You know what I mean? But I was thanking him by listening to him every day and trusting, you know, and sacrificing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's how I was thinking.
And he called me on the phone. And I had to get on it. I said, man, don't you disrespect that man like that. That man has done too much for you and will do anything in the world for you. I told him, don't you disrespect that man like that again. I don't like that. And he knows I don't like that.
Mid practice too. It didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me when I tried to join back practice either. Because it felt like I gave out. Or I let many people down, which I did on the team. I let my teammates down, I let my coaches down by not finishing the drill and saying I quit.
And I know he didn't mean that.
Yeah.
It's just frustration.
Just like frustration, tired, fatigue, all of that circling around. You know, it can lead to some complaints, just little complaints. You know what I mean? But you just gotta look at the bigger picture on why are you doing this? Why are you going so hard?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And that's one thing I never let him do. I said, after the season, we can evaluate it and make a decision. But during the season, we're not doing this. I don't care what sport he was playing. We're not going to quit midstream. No, we're going to finish it out. We're going to finish it out because we committed to that. Mm-hmm. We're going to finish it out, and then we'll go from there. After the season, we'll talk about it. Yeah, this ain't for me. I don't want to do this. I don't think it's not for me. And then we'll go from there. But once we in it, you in it. There ain't no, I played 3 games, I'm quitting. Hell, no, that's weak. And that's not what I raised for him to be. Mm-hmm. That's not what he is. So we're not going to quit. We're going to finish it out. It may not end the way we want to. It may not start the way we want to. We're going to finish it out. And then we'll evaluate after the season over with. But, I sent the message to Coach Brick because, he's in the Florida area. So I was checking in on him to make sure he was good. He was good down there because I know, them storms come through and hurricanes and prayers go out for those who are in that Florida area and who suffered any loss or tragedy at that, man. Just praying for them people who are dealing with that, man, because it's rough. So I was checking on him, making sure he was good. And then I did see a picture where you posted on your IG, where he came over, you see you and Will and got to hang out with you guys. I thought that was good, man. So shout out to Coach Britt.
He's willing.
Mm-hmm. But my one last question. You playing against Simmons, first game of the season. Now, you got some guys that play for Simmons, right?
Mm.
How's it going to feel? Are you going to take it easy on them? Are you going to go even harder at them because of that? Or what's the plan? What's the game plan for sure?
I mean, once we, tip that ball,
Mm-hmm.
it said it's no friends in this. You know what I mean? It's no happy place in this. It's all about you can use that to your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you ain't making assumptions because they may have been working behind your back. You know what I mean? So bring in my A game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And knowing who they are on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Cool off the court. You know what I mean? But they are not on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, they're not on your team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you got to be ready to run through a wall. No matter if they on the other side of the wall. Not on the same team.
So how's it going to happen when you play against Harrisburg? Because one of your best friends plays down there. Matter of fact, you got a couple teammates that play down there now that I think about it.
Yeah, we spread out, man. Ready.
Are you going to have that same sentiment?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got to. First of all, I have to. I can't just show up without it.
So he's got a couple teammates. One little Ant, plays for that Harrisburg. Genoa, he plays down there, and Andre. So you got Wicks, you got Lawrence, and then you got Lee. You got to play against them. Former teammates, guys.
Yeah.
These are his former teammates in high school, not just AAU.
Yeah.
Even in high school, they played time together. I'm just trying to figure out how's that going to work.
It's a lot of common ground.
Because he knows the families are intertwined, right? Because we look at them like family as far as me. Those are like my extended family, the sons. Those 3 boys I just named, they're like sons. I mean, hung out with them, hang over. They staying a night over to the house, you know what I'm saying, before AAU games, hanging out with us, going on road trips with us, chilling, breaking bread with us. Our family's intertwined. We cheering for each other's kids. That's how close we are. Wishing nothing but the best for them. I'm talking to them. I'm mentoring them. I'm helping them. I'm having conversations with these guys. And won't see nothing but the blessed for these young bloods. And I told one of them, I said, I'm going to root for you every game but one. I'm going to root for you every game but one game. Is when y'all play against IU. I can't root for you then. I'm going to love you. I'm going to show you love. I'm going to appreciate you. I'm going to give you a big hug, man, and wish you good luck for the rest of you. But that one game, I will not be cheering for you. I'll be cheering against you. But doesn't mean I don't love you.
Hey.
He know what he sent back. He said, I understand.
I understand.
Guys, it's just a special show that I wanted to do one-on-one. Lil Hink season 2. He's ready. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to definitely make sure on my channel, I'm going to link the stream, link. I can't even say it. I'm going to link the option for y'all to see it. So when they on YouTube, I think they put on YouTube on every home game.
Yeah, it's a website.
Yeah.
You can go to a website.
So I'm going to make sure for anybody who wants to watch and support Lil Hink, get the opportunity to do such.
They got the countdown for like the next game or whatever on there too.
Yeah. So you You can definitely check it out. I'm gonna make sure it's on my page. So I'm gonna post a page every game. That they have one that's gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I post it. So y'all be looking out for that. So for you guys who want to support him by watching this game and doing all that, y'all can. I appreciate everyone who's here today, and everybody's gonna watch the replay. I'm sure Lil Hink is too. Now, me and him about to get out of here because I'm hungry. I'm sure he hungry because he going up there snacking in my damn kitchen. I don't know what he did.
PB&J.
Yeah, well, whatever. He went up there and did something. I don't know what he was doing. Then all of a sudden, he's downstairs in my basement on my couch. Oh, man, I can't wait. I got a TV I'm got to put up on Monday. So looking forward to getting that up. So when big football games and basketball games on, I'm going to get to watch it. With that being said, I just want to thank everyone who's here tonight. And everybody's going to watch the replay. Man, Lil Hink, I promise you, we appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the next one, all right?
Hey.
What do you guys say before we go?
The Birds suck.
Yeah. I don't know who this boy is. I'm going to have to do a DNA test.
I said he don't want to keep it up. He probably going to edit it out.
Well, it's too late. You said it live. So
cool. Don't worry about it. Y'all heard it first.
Yeah. Y'all pray for him. He's a Seattle Seahawks fan. And his team lost yesterday. He's bitter right now. He's hurt. He really mad because it's Seattle Seahawks suck ass.
Come on, Gino, man. You got all the pieces in the world. You got a defense, too.
With that being said, we see you on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be easy.
I'll see y'all.
All right.